Hi everyone, how are you all doing on this horrible old Friday morning? I hope it's sunny wherever you are. Now then, without any further waffle, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to tackle 3 issues which can aid you so much, just with 3 makeup products. One of them is not actually a makeup product, it's in fact a Halloween product. So stay tuned if that sounds like something you guys want to find out more about. So beautiful ones, as the title of this video suggests, possibly not 20 years younger, certainly 10 years younger, possibly 15 years younger. It's something I do all the time and people mistake me for a 21-year-old constantly. Maybe not. There are 3 factors, guys, which can age us more than anything else, and they are shadows under the eyes, fading or greying eyebrows or facial hair, and finally skin which is lacking colour. And we're going to correct all 3 of those in today's video for under £5. So guys, the first step is going to be to conceal dark under eyes, because believe it or not, that can age us more than anything. As we get older, the skin around our eyes gets thinner. You start to see the blueness and the sallowness and the crepiness of the skin shining through. So choice of concealer is important. This is the 3-in-1 canvas by Technic. There is a review of this on the channel. This is a very glowing sort of light reflecting formulation, very hydrating too. The colour matches slightly out. It's slightly too yellow for me. However, to demonstrate this technique today, we will be using this one. Off camera, beautiful ones, I've done that eye. As you can see, the colour is slightly too yellow, isn't it? It is, but doesn't matter. It demonstrates the technique. And on this one, I'll do exactly the same. So just get your dough foot out and put a tiny blob in there and there. And with concealer, less is more. It really is, guys. I see so many people whopping tons of this stuff on their faces. Sorry, I'm having to be really careful because the camera's going a bit funny. I'm in sort of a corner sort of position in the studio, but so we'll just let that sit for 30 seconds or so, just to start to evaporate. So that's been about 30 seconds now. So go in with your beauty blender and just buff that in all around. And what I'm doing here is I'm moving the concealer around the whole eye area just to cover it totally. And because I used a lot less product, there's a very thin layer of that on now, and it just won't look quite so unnatural. Diffuse it all the way onto the cheek or anywhere you can see darkness. Luckily I don't really have that much darkness. And then to set the concealer, you need a white powder, or just any pressed powder will do. I'm not a fan of loose powder for some reason. I think it's a bit gimmicky, if I'm honest with you, so there's some on that. I'm just going to dust that in, and that will help to lighten up any concealer which is slightly too dark. If you go in with a coloured, just start that again. No, I can't. I'll press on. If you go in with a coloured pressed powder, it will darken significantly. So always use a white one where possible when you're trying to lighten up dark areas of skin, especially around the eyes. Do you know what I mean, beautiful ones? Do you? I hope so. So that's step 1 of the process done. And as you can see, guys, it has removed the darkness under my eyes in the inner corners and the outer corners too, making me look younger. Should we move on to step 2? Let's do it. Step 2, guys, we're going to be correcting greying or fading eyebrows, and that's really simple to do. All you need is a waterproof mascara. This is the Revolution 3D Lash in jet black, waterproof as I say, and a spoolie. Or just use the mascara wand if you can't be bothered to go and get yourself a spoolie. And this is what I do on a regular basis when I haven't dyed my eyebrows. So take your spoolie out, get a piece of tissue paper. Possibly a better idea to use a dedicated mascara for this, so you're not then going in and putting, you know, bits of tissue paper on your eyelashes. On eyebrows it doesn't matter quite so much, but and then all I do is I focus on the front parts where it's more obvious when they're fading. Obviously, if you've got blonde hair, then choose a slightly darker blonde shade than your natural colour. The important point behind this technique is just to use a slightly darker shade than your natural colouring, and all the same. What I'm trying to say there is the fact that by unifying all of our eyebrow colour and eliminating any greys or fading hairs, so on, we are in fact making ourselves look a lot younger, because obviously melanin, the pigment which gives hair its darkness, or its redness. There are two different sorts of melanin. Won't go into those now. But yeah, so what I'm trying to say there is the fact that when they start to fade, it can really, really age you. So doing something as quickly as, or as simply as this, will take years off you. It really, really will. Already looking lots younger, guys, aren't I? Sorry, some man's decided to trim his hedges outside, so I'll have to speak a little bit louder, guys. No, I'm kidding. I won't have to. I'll put some music with this or something, maybe. We'll sort it out anyway. And then the final step, guys, is really, really, really easy, really, really cheap as well. It's to use, if you're going to believe this or not, but fake blood. Can you see that? This is a tube of fake blood. This is 29, nearly 30 mils of fake blood. It costs something like 50p from B&M, with a pair of fangs as well, a pair of glow-in-the-dark fangs, which I terrify David with on a regular basis, but that's just me. And I chose this because I have used fake blood in the past for cosmetic reasons, and it stains like a bugger. It does, it just does. So if you're after a long wearing cheek or lip stain, this is your kiddie, and it's direct. It's an identical colour to blood, which is the whole point behind blush. It is. So I currently have that much fake blood on the back of my hand. It's about the size of a pea or a 5p piece. Don't know what you American people, what the equivalent is, but it's pretty runny, although it is more viscous than water, so which is good. So just go in with the rounded end of your brush, sorry, sponge, and then just load it onto there. This is a dry sponge, by the way, guys, and we're going to build this up in layers. And then all you do is just dot it where you want. I usually put it on the apples of my cheeks. Should really have done one side of my face using this whole 3 technique thing, shouldn't I? And then maybe left the other one blank or old. And then just diffuse that around. How's that looking? And that will give you the most natural finish. It just will, because that's it on the back of my hand. I won't be able to get that off now, but serves the purpose, doesn't it? And before it dries down, just diffuse it over your cheeks. A little bit more, guys. Why not? It's a demonstration, isn't it? So a little bit more on the back of the hand. And I haven't cut myself. This is just fake blood, which is just pigments and propylene glycol. Is it friendly to use? Yes, it is, because we use it in our teeth, don't we, or in our mouths to pretend that we're bleeding to death and so on and so forth. So it certainly won't harm your skin. So shall I put some on this side now? So again, just work that into the sponge. Make sure the sponge is totally, make sure the blood's totally absorbed into the sponge. You can see that, can't you? And just start to diffuse it into your cheeks, focusing on this area here. I'm putting way too much on, but this is a demonstration. I hope it comes off before I have to go meet David, because he's going to think I'm embarrassed to see him or something, won't he? I like to bring mine on top of my nose as well. And let's just even things up a little bit. Put some more on this side. I've been a bit hand-fisted with it on the old right-hand side of my face, haven't I? Can you see I'm bringing it onto the bridge of my nose as well, guys? And this won't budge. It just won't. As soon as it's drying, it's... Wow. So it looks like I've been on holiday or been out in the garden and got sunburned, doesn't it? And it is such a natural look as well. It's beautiful. It's the most divine finish. Fake blood is inherently fragrance-free, so it's win-win and very, very, very cheap. I think, as I said, that bottle cost me 50p plus a pair of glow-in-the-dark fangs. If now you've gone totally OTT like I have, just get your white powder again, get your brush, and just dampen it down. Quite simple. And there we have it, beautiful ones. Fake blood as a skin tint, a semi-permanent skin blush. Skin stain. What do you reckon to that? Now I do look a lot younger, don't I? I do. I'll find a photo down here of me without black eyebrows and black beard and so on. And I think that it speaks for itself, doesn't it? Spectacles off. This tutorial is very, very short, but I think it demonstrates how fast and how quick this technique is. And you don't have to do all three. If you just think that your eyebrows are dark enough, just do the cheek and the concealer under the eyes. Similarly, if you think you've got a red florid face, just do the eyebrows and the concealer. Do you see what I'm trying to say there? Is just use this as a base for the three pillars of looking younger. And you can mix and match all three, or just one or two of them. Couldn't be simpler. If you beautiful ones out there enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you found it useful, similarly, please do give it a thumbs up, and also consider subscribing, hit the notifications button to also you're notified each time I release new videos. Waffle, waffle, blah, blah, blah. All that remains is for me to wish you guys a beautiful Friday. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you all very, very soon.